फ्रेंड्स, वनीता भुजवानी ज्ञान भारत में आप सभी लोगों का हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ। हर मास्टर के पास अपनी एक जर्नी होती है जो हमने अपने पतली सर के साथ बिताई थी। उसमें बहुत सारी लर्निंग भी छुपी रहती है, बहुत प्यारी प्यारी मेमोरीज भी होती है। हर एक मास्टर के पास अपनी एक कहानी है, अपनी एक यात्रा है। ऐसे ही हमारे प्रदीप सर, जिन्होंने बहुत समय पतली सर के साथ बिताया और काफी बार उनके साथ अलग अलग कंट्रीज में उन्होंने प्रोग्राम भी कराए। उनके पास भी बहुत बड़ी धरोहर है जो पतली सर की यादों के साथ, उनकी लर्निंग के साथ जुड़ी हुई है। तो आज हम उन्हीं की यात्रा को सुनेंगे और उनकी लर्निंग को सुनेंगे कि उन्होंने पतली सर से क्या सीखा। पहले हम 45 मिनट्स का मेडिटेशन करेंगे, उसके बाद प्रदीप सर अपनी शेयरिंग करेंगे। यदि आप लोग के पास कोई क्वेश्चन होगा तो आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं सर से, वरना आज हम सिर्फ उनके मुंह से उनकी जर्नी और उनकी लर्निंग को ही सुनेंगे। फ्रेंड्स, आज के बाद कल से हम सिर्फ मेडिटेशन करेंगे, क्योंकि हम कितनी भी बातें कर ले पतली सर की, न उनकी मेमोरीज कम होंगी, न उनकी लर्निंग को बताते बताते हमारा मन भरेगा। जैसे कि उनका एक ही एम था, ध्यान ध्यान ध्यान। तो कल से हम कोई भी एक्सपीरियंस शेयरिंग नहीं करेंगे, सिर्फ और सिर्फ 1 घंटा का हम मेडिटेशन करेंगे और उसके बाद हम अपनी मीटिंग लीव कर देंगे। तो फ्रेंड्स, आज के ध्यान के लिए अपने आप को तैयार कर लो। 45 मिनट्स का मेडिटेशन है। कमरे की रोशनी मध्यम कर ली, सुखासन में बैठ जाए। हाथों की उंगलियों और पैरों को क्रॉस करके अपनी आती और जाती श्वास के साथ एक हो जाए। 5 मिनट्स आप और आपकी श्वास।
नागपुर oranges, एकदम fresh.
Over 200 fruits and vegetables delivered fresh to your home. Download Zepto, 10-minute grocery delivery.
Last time. Last 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. हथेलियों को खोलकर अपनी आंखों के ऊपर ले जाएंगे. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. हथेलियों को खोलते हुए अपनी आंखों को आहिस्ता आहिस्ता एक प्यारी सी मुस्कान के साथ खोलकर बाहर आ जाए. थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स. आशा करती हूँ कि आप सभी लोगों का ध्यान बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा. आज हमारे साथ प्रदीप सर हैं, जिन्होंने बहुत लंबी यात्रा एक स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी पत्री सर के साथ की. बहुत कुछ सीखा और बहुत कुछ हम सभी को सिखा रहे हैं. मैं बहुत खुशनसीब हूँ कि प्रदीप सर मेरी लाइफ में आए, क्योंकि इस समय ऐसे लगता है कि हमारे साथ एक ऐसा मेंटर, एक ऐसा गुरु, एक ऐसा फ्रेंड होना चाहिए जो हमको सही रास्ते पे, परफेक्शन के पाथ पे लेके चले. तो प्रदीप सर बखूबी निभा रहे हैं. मैं बहुत ग्रेटिट्यूड देती हूँ प्रदीप सर का, क्योंकि मैं पत्री सर से मिलने के लिए जुलाई एंड में जाने वाली थी, पर उनके कहने पर मैं जल्दी चली गई और उनके कारण ही मैं पत्री सर को लास्ट टाइम मिल पाई. तो बहुत बहुत ग्रेटिट्यूड सर, जो आपने मुझे जाने के लिए कहा, और बहुत बहुत ग्रेटिट्यूड कि आपको देखकर हमें पत्री सर की कमी कम महसूस होती है. मैं जानती हूँ कि आप बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं करते कि आपको कोई गुरु कहे, पर फ्रेंड, मेंटर आप हैं ही. तो थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू पूरे ज्ञान भारत की तरफ से. और आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है कि आप अपनी जर्नी, अपनी लर्निंग जो पत्री सर के साथ आपने बिताए हैं, वो हमारे साथ शेयर करें.
सब लोगों को नमस्कार. So today is the day to recollect the teachings of Patri sir. So when Neetaji contacted me to share my journey with sir, with Patri sir, and my journey with PSSM, I was a little hesitant. But then I thought I have to share my story somewhere. So I better share it with the group who are seekers of the truth, which is Gyan Bharat. So I said, yes, I will come. So what I'm going to share today is my understanding, my learning in this last 14 years. I first met Patri sir in the year 2008. It's been 14 years. 14, the number 14 is very significant. In Ramayana, Rama went to the forest for 14 years. Vanavas. And the number 7 is a spiritual number. So even in my life, there are two, in my last 14 years, there are two stages, 7 and 7. I will share. Let Neetaji translate first.
तो फ्रेंड्स, सर कह रहे हैं कि आज हम सब लोग इकट्ठा हुए हैं अपने पत्री सर की यादों और उनकी शिक्षाओं के बारे में समझने का। और मैं आप लोग को अपनी जर्नी शेयर करूंगा जो मैंने PSSM और पत्री सर के साथ निभाई थी। जो भी मेरी समझ है, जो भी मेरी शिक्षाएं हैं, जो 14 साल के अंदर मैंने सर से लिया, वो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। 14 साल जो वनवास के थे, वैसे ही 14 नंबर बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट, महत्वपूर्ण रहता है। जैसे 7 नंबर बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है, स्पिरिचुअल नंबर कहते हैं। तो मेरी जो लाइफ है, जो लास्ट 14 इयर्स है, वो 2 स्टेज 7+7 के साथ है, जिसको मैं आगे आप लोग के साथ शेयर करूंगा।
The first and the foremost, when I met Patri sir, by the time I was already practicing meditation. When I met him physically in Australia, I was already practicing meditation. I wanted to meet him. There was a pull and push within me. Should I go and meet him or should I not go and meet him? On one side, I wanted to go and meet him because I want to say thank you that watching your video, Apo Deepo Bhava, I learned meditation and I practiced meditation. I transformed my life. So I just want to say thank you. And the reason I don't want to meet him was I already learned meditation. I already got the benefit. And the kingdom of God is within me and my breath is my guru. Why should I go and meet anybody else? So that was my feeling. So there was two feelings. One, to go and meet, and the other, what is the need? Friends, you have to understand, I know many of you are very closely connected to Patri sir. You know, you have a strong guru bonding. But I learned my detachment, Guru ka saath detachment, I learned in my past life. So in this lifetime, there was no attachment. So my consciousness was saying, why you should go and meet anybody? Your breath is your guru. On the other hand, my heart was feeling, no, I have to just go say thank you to him. So there was this confusion going on within me. But then suddenly this thought came, because there was 50% I want to go meet him and 50% I don't want to go meet any master, any guru, because in this lifetime, from my childhood in this lifetime, I never went and met any gurus. I was against all the gurus from my childhood because of my past lives.
దీనిలోనా? యు మీన్ కెలాగ్స్ మ్యూస్లీలో ఏముందా? దీనిలోంది 30 సైతాన్లను అదుపు చేసే ఎనర్జీ. అంతేకాక బేక్డ్ మల్టీగ్రెయిన్ అంటే బార్లీ, ఓట్స్, కార్న్, ఇంకా బుల్లెడన్ని ఫ్రూట్ నట్ అండ్ సీడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఫర్ మై హెల్దీ స్టార్ట్. సైతాన్ కెలాగ్స్ మ్యూస్లీ ప్రతి ఉదయం ఇప్పుడు బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ కంటే మించినది.
So there was 50-50 which decision to make. Then suddenly this thought came. I learned meditation from him, but I don't know whether he is a real guru or fake guru. So let me go and test him. For that reason, I should at least go. So I made a decision to go and meet him, to test him. That was my intention, to go and meet, finally. So when I met him, I tested him for half a day. For almost 4 to 5 hours, I tested him. How did I test? Through questions. One question after another question I used to ask him. So after half a day of testing, I dropped my testing. I said, this man is not fake. There is something I can learn from this man. So I never accepted him as a guru because For me, the guru culture was never there. As I told you, it disappeared from my past life. So in this lifetime, Patri sir was a very good friend to me. And the real relationship between Patri sir and myself was a relationship of a senior and a junior. Actually, it is very difficult to understand relationship between a guru and a disciple. The guru-disciple relationship is not a normal relationship. It's not easy to understand. It's not easy to describe. The closest description is senior and a junior. So I always saw him as my senior, and he always saw me as a junior. We had a lot of debates, discussions, fun. And you see, I met him in Australia, 2008, September 10. Still remember the date, the time, 10 a.m. Most of our meetings happened out of India. In India, he's a very busy person. There are many people around him. But out of India, mostly I invite him, I organize him. We travel to many countries together. Most of the time, I am the one who is organizing. So we had a lot of alone time, one-to-one. We used to sit in front of the beach, in front of the ocean, top of the mountains, in the gardens, alone, one-to-one. We used to discuss a lot of things about planet Earth, galaxies, star beings, angels. We used to discuss about what is the future course of action and what is happening presently. There are a lot of funny moments and a lot of very deep learning moments. I will take this opportunity to share some of the moments which are very close to me. I am fortunate in this lifetime. I am fortunate for this opportunity that I met Patri sir. Because the reason I say I'm fortunate is people who live in India, they have only few minutes with him, because there are many people competing for his time and attention. Of course, he gave a lot of time to everybody. But that quality time where nobody is disturbing, just one-to-one, and that deep friendship and the deep relationship of the senior and junior, I think very few people got it. For that reason, I said I'm fortunate. Yes, ma'am. You are on the mute.
सॉरी सर बता रहे हैं कि पहला और सबसे पहली बार मैं जब उनसे मिला, तब तक कि मैं प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था मेडिटेशन के लिए, क्योंकि मैं पहले से ही उनकी वीडियो को देखकर मेडिटेशन करना सीख लिया था। इसीलिए जब वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया आए थे तो मेरे मन में द्वंद्व था कि मैं उनसे मिलूं या ना मिलूं। मैं सिर्फ थैंक यू उनको बोलना चाहता था, क्योंकि मैं जानता था कि मेरी ब्रेथ मेरी गुरु है, ईश्वर का साम्राज्य मेरे भीतर है। तो मन में दुविधा थी कि मैं क्यों जाऊं। आप सभी लोग गुरु से बहुत अटैचमेंट होते हैं, पर पिछले जन्म में मैंने डिटैचमेंट अपने गुरु से सीख लिया था, इसीलिए फिर मन में बार बार दुविधा आ रही थी कि मैं क्यों जाऊं। पर हृदय ने कहा कि एक बार चले जाऊं और उनको थैंक यू बोल दूं। 50% मेरा मन कह रहा था मत जाओ, 50% मेरा मन कह रहा था कि उनके पास जाओ। पर आखिर मैं उनसे मेडिटेशन सीखा था उन्हीं के वीडियो को देखकर, तो मैं सिर्फ टेस्ट करने जा रहा था कि वाकई वो सही गुरु है या कोई एक ढोंगी है। इसको टेस्ट करने के लिए मैं उनके पास चला गया। आधा दिन, कम से कम 4 से 5 घंटा मैंने उनको टेस्ट किया। तो मैंने कैसे टेस्ट किया? मैं उनसे लगातार क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा था। आधे दिन के बाद मैंने अपने सारे टेस्टिंग को, मतलब उनको जांच करने के तरीके को छोड़ दिया और मैं समझ गया कि ये एक मास्टर है और मैं इनसे सीख सकता हूँ। मैं उनको गुरु नहीं अपना दोस्त मानता हूँ। जैसा कि मैंने पहले भी बताया कि पिछले जन्म में ही मैंने गुरु और शिष्य का संबंध छोड़ दिया था, तो उनका और मेरा संबंध एक सीनियर और एक जूनियर के रूप में था। गुरु शिष्य का जो रिश्ता होता है वो बहुत ही व्यापक होता है, और सीनियर और जूनियर का संबंध ज्यादा अच्छा रहता है। मैं उन्हें हमेशा अपना सीनियर माना और उन्होंने मुझे जूनियर माना। हमने बहुत बार बहस की, बहुत डिस्कशन किए, और अक्सर मैं उनसे इंडिया के बाहर ही मिला। उनको मैं हमेशा आमंत्रित करता था और उनके प्रोग्राम्स में आयोजित करता था। उनके साथ मैंने बहुत अकेले में समय बिताया, एक के साथ एक, मतलब 1 to 1 उनके साथ में बैठा, समुद्र के किनारे, पहाड़ों पर, गार्डन में, और हम अक्सर चर्चा करते थे अपने प्लेनेट अर्थ की, एंजल्स की, गैलेक्सीज की, कि पृथ्वी में क्या हो रहा है अभी वर्तमान में। उनके साथ मेरे बहुत ही फनी मोमेंट्स भी रहे। बहुत सारा चीज मैंने उनसे सीखा जो मैं आप लोग के साथ शेयर करूंगा। मैं अपने आप को बहुत भाग्यशाली मानता हूँ कि मैं उनसे मिला, क्योंकि जो भी भारत में रहते हैं वो मिल जरूर लेते हैं, क्योंकि वो सभी को बहुत स्नेह से मिलते हैं, पर जो क्वालिटी टाइम मैंने उनके साथ बिताया वो बहुत कम लोगों को मिलता है। इसीलिए मैं अपने को भाग्यशाली मानता हूँ।
He knows that he is going to vacate his body soon. And in the last 1 year, he was very much insisting me to come and stay with him in Pyramid Valley. It was a little funny. Normally, most of the people want to be in the presence of the teacher. Most of the students want to be in the presence of the teacher. But I'm a little different kind. I want to go far away. The more I want to go far away, the more he made me come closer. Somewhere he knew that he's going to vacate his body soon. I'm sure he knew that. For that reason, he was continuously motivating me to come and stay with him in Pyramid Valley. The last moments I had with him when I was there in Pyramid Valley was very quality moments. We used to play chess together for hours together. I say the relationship is very unique. Everybody feels very close to him. There is no doubt about it, because he loves everybody and he's a really enlightened master. So everybody feels very close to him. But the role he played in my life is he molded me. If I am in front of you today, it is because of his training. It is because of his teachings. A few moments I would like to share. The first and the foremost, be a light unto yourself. This is more needed now than ever. All this while, he is physically in the body and he was guiding all of us. Now the time has come. Really seek the guidance from within. Really live the truth. You might have heard the truth many times. Be a light unto yourself. You create your own reality. These are the things we would have heard many times. But now the time has come to live the truth. He always says the Guru is inside you. Your breath is your Guru. Once in a month, I used to call him and give all the updates. Now, who will I give all the updates to? He used to guide me, go to this country, go to that country, we should do this project, we should do that conference. Now, where would I receive the guidance from? From within. So now the time has come to live the truth. And in the beginning days, I had a lot of questions. There was no much clarity in the beginning days of my spiritual journey. But there are very few times I went to him and asked. Normally, whenever I meet him, I always ask about spiritual things. I never asked anything about myself individually. Because I felt his time is very precious and I should not waste asking my personal things. I should always ask about my spiritual learnings. Always, is there anything I can grow? Is there anything I can learn? Only those things I used to ask. It's all spiritual. So 2008, I met him first. And then 2010, I was guided to come to Buddha Purnima in Pyramid Valley. So I came from Australia. That was the first time I'm coming to Buddha Purnima. I never meditated inside a pyramid on a full moon day. So I wanted to come. So I came. And for the people who know Patri sir recently in the last 5-6 years or 7-8 years, probably they didn't see the other energy of Patri sir. In those days, in 2008, he used to be very dynamic. He used to be more energetic, more powerful, and people used to be scared to go near him. His awareness level, his dynamism is on the peaks. If anybody speak anything, one word which is this way or that way, which is not aligned to the truth, he will come and beat. So not many people used to go near him and speak. There were only few people who used to go and speak. And I was also a little bit scared in the beginning days, knowing I heard that he beats many people. So I was also a little bit scared. But then I told myself, I'm going to ask for the truth. I'm going to speak spiritual things. Why should I be scared? I should not be scared. If he beats me, then he is wrong. So let me check whether he is right or I'm wrong. So I always used to motivate myself, like a senior and a junior, because I know that if I'm doing the right things, only right things will happen to me. So he was there in Buddha Purnima, Pyramid Valley. And he was sitting there in his in the room, and there were many people around. And I was a little bit, scared to go inside the room. Then there were other people who said, no, go inside. So I was just going near the door, and I was just standing there. He looked at me up and down, and just then continued whatever he was doing. And I was like, what's happening? He didn't say, come inside, sit, nothing, he said. So I was standing there. Then I was like, that is the first time I met him in India. See, because before I met him in Australia. So I said, in Australia, he was so friendly with me. He was answering all my questions and he taught me flute. When I first met him, because by the time I already learned meditation. So he gave his flute to me and he said, play the flute. I said, this is the first time I'm seeing the flute. How do I know? No, you play the flute. I said, you teach me how do I play. So he taught me how to play the music. He taught me Sarigama Padanisa, 1-to-1. For 1 hour, he taught me music, vocal Sarigama Padanisa, and also in the flute, the notes Sarigama Padanisa. How do you play it? So for 1 hour, he taught me music. And he used to casually tell the people, this fellow has come to me to learn music, because others come to me to learn meditation, but this fellow has come to learn music. So he was very friendly and very casual in Australia. But first time I met him in India, he was a very serious person and everybody was pin drop silent, and this was a totally different atmosphere. And so I was just standing there, and after 2 minutes, he said, sit down. Okay, I sat. I was in my full alert state at that time. And people were asking something and he was just sharing something. And suddenly one person, within few minutes, one person entered the room and said, sir, one person has vacated the body. Some senior master has vacated the body. And he said, oh, that's good. It's good news. Okay, everybody go and see the formalities. I was like, huh? Somebody vacated the body, and immediately he says that's a good news. That was the first time. Like, somebody in the foreign culture, when you say somebody vacates the body and say, oh, okay, I'm sorry for it. I know how he vacated the body. But I know there is no death and all the things. But immediately, within a fraction of a second, he said, ah, very good. Somebody with senior master vacated body, he said, very good. Good thing happened. Just everybody go and look after what needs to be done. And everybody was leaving the room, and I stood up and I was also leaving the room. And he said, where are you going? You sit here. Everybody left in the room. I was the only person. I was like, what is going to happen? I'm alone in the room. And actually, before this news came in, actually, he was speaking about his old students when in the beginning days. He was speaking about Dr. Newton and Dr. Yugandhar and other people. There were only 3-4 people in the beginning days with him. So he pointed at me to the group. He pointed at me. Dr. Newton was like him. Dr. Newton was like him, a small boy. So he came and asked me, sir, what is my future? So in those days, I told Dr. Newton that you will travel around the world. Like that, he said there were 3 people, they were asking, what is my future? So I told all the 3 people the future. Now this is happening. See how great am I? I can able to predict the future and how great person I am. So he was telling that incident to everybody, and he was asking, madam, you tell me, am I a great person or not? I'm able to tell the future. Am I a great person or not? So he was asking everybody, and everybody was saying, yes, sir, you are a very great person, sir. And everybody was clapping. And then suddenly this news comes. Somebody vacated the body, and he sent everybody. I was alone. He was looking at me, and I was looking at him. Then he signaled, okay, come sit near. He was signaling at his feet. I said, what is that signal mean? He said, you come, just massage my feet. Then, okay, I went, because for me, massaging and all is something new, which I never did. So I went near the feet and I was pressing his feet because he asked me to do it. So I was pressing his feet. Pin drop silence. He was looking deep into my eyes. And I was feeling a little awkward. Koi na ye room mein. And he was asking me to massage, and there is no discussion, nothing. So then I was massaging, then I got a thought, oh, he's a good fortune teller. He can tell the future. Maybe I can also ask my future. Because I'm new to meditation, right? So I don't know what my future is. So then I was thinking, should I ask him? And then again, the thought came in. If I ask, then if he beats, then what happens? Because I'm very close to his feet. He can kick me also. So whether I should ask him or not, this thought was going on. As this thought was going on, suddenly I opened my mouth. Without no control, I suddenly opened my mouth and I asked him, sir, what is my future? Because you can tell future. So what is my future? Then he started staring very deep into my eyes. I was like little frozen. Don't know what is he going to do. For 10 seconds, for 10, 15 seconds, he looked very deep into my eyes. And he said, you will travel around the world and teach meditation. Like Newton, you will travel around the world and you will teach meditation. That is your future. Mark my words. And I was like so happy. But I said, sir, Newton does past life regression. But I'm an engineer. I'm a software engineer. How can I be like Newton? He said, everything is done in your past life. You just need to go. People are waiting for you. In your past lives, you learned everything. I was like, okay. So I was happy, at least, he said, I will travel around the world. Because for me to travel around the world is always my joy from my childhood. So I said, okay, at least I will travel around the world. Okay, good. At least he didn't beat me. I was so happy that he didn't beat me. And also he gave a good, he predicted a good future. So I said, okay, I'm happy. So this was in Buddha Purnima, 2010. Then I went back to Australia and I was happy. Also, there was another incident. I told him that how I came to India, because my manager was not giving leave to anybody because we were on a very intense project. But when I went and asked my manager that I want 2 weeks break, 2 weeks holidays, she was not giving my senior teammates, team leaders half a day holiday. But when I went and asked that I need 2 weeks break, even though I was a contract employee, I cannot take leaves as per the agreement I signed. My manager said, okay, I'll give you 2 weeks break, and that too paid holiday. So that means while I am in India, so she will pay me provided I finish the project before I leave to India. So I was telling Patri sir that I got a paid holiday, and my manager, even though it was nothing in contract, I got this holiday and I came to India. So then he said, your visit to India is already predestined. It's already sanctioned in the higher worlds. And I said, no, sir, my manager never gives half a day holiday, but she gave me 2 weeks. That is the most surprising thing. Then he said, your astral masters are sitting on top of the head of your manager. What can she do? Oh, bichara, kya kar sakta hai? Aapka astral masters, unka sir par baith raha hai. So whatever you ask, she has to say yes only. And you won't believe, I worked for 5 years. For 5 years, whatever I asked for, I always got it. I said, I want 1 month break. I got 1 month break. I want 3 months break. I want 3 months break. So in my entire office, only I was the most privileged person where others don't get 1 day holiday, but I get months together holiday. There was never a no in my entire working career. And my colleagues used to be so surprised. What special magic you have? Because my colleagues will go and ask for a leave, they will not get. I will go ask for a leave, I will get. You won't believe, in the 5 years, in any given calendar year, I worked only 6 months or less. 1 month I used to work, 1 month I used to take break and travel around and teach meditation. It is never possible in any IT companies. And my place is always reserved there. My seat, my desk, everything is reserved. Even I take 3 months, 4 months break, my place is reserved and there is a payroll going on. So my friends used to ask, my friends who studied master degree with me and who were working in other companies, they used to ask, are you really working or you're bluffing? Because it's never possible that a company will hire a person who is not working for more than 6 months in a given calendar year. And they have your payroll, what is it? It's not possible. But it happened with me. So, Patri sir can definitely see the future. He has a lot of gifts. He has the gift to read the mind. He has many, many gifts, but he never showed that he has gifts. He was always a very simple person. That is something we all have to learn from him. Equality, simplicity, these are the 2 things you should learn watching Patri sir. Equality, he treats everybody equal. There is no favorites for him. He treats everybody equal. Equality and simplicity. So those are the 2 things I learned from him. And I can go on and on, but let me give a break so that Neetaji can translate. You're on mute, madam.
Sorry. जी सर जानते थे कि वो अपनी बॉडी को छोड़ के जाने वाले हैं. लास्ट ईयर में मुझे अक्सर पिरामिड वैली में ज्यादा रुकने के लिए बोलते थे. सभी सभी स्टूडेंट्स अपने टीचर के पास रहना चाहते हैं, पर मैं उनसे दूर जाना चाहता था। पर जितना मैं उनसे दूर जाता था, वो मुझे बार बार अपने साथ पिरामिड वैली में रहने के लिए जोर देते थे। मेरे बहुत ही प्यारे अच्छे मोमेंट्स रहे उनके साथ आखिरी के समय में, जब मैंने उनके साथ चेस खेला। हमारा संबंध एक यूनिक था, अद्वितीय था, बहुत ही क्लोज था। वो सभी लोगों से बहुत क्लोज हो जाते थे, सभी लोगों को प्यार करते थे। वो बिल्कुल एक एनलाइटेंड मास्टर्स थे। उनका रोल मेरे जीवन में मुझे बनाने के लिए था, मेरे को मोल्ड करने के लिए था। जो भी उनकी टीचिंग्स है, उसके द्वारा ही मैं आज हूँ। सर बता रहे हैं कि जो उनका पहली टीचिंग और पहली और सबसे महत्वपूर्ण टीचिंग है कि अपने दीपक खुद बनो। ये अभी हम सबके लिए बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। जब वो बॉडी में थे तब भी वो यही कहते थे कि अपने भीतर अपना मार्गदर्शन लो। हमने बहुत बार सत्य सुना है, अपो दीपो भव, यू क्रिएट योर ओन रियलिटी, बहुत बार सुना है। पर अभी हमको इस सत्य के साथ रहने का मौका मिल रहा है। ब्रेथ हमारा गुरु है। मैं सब जानता हूँ, पर मैं जो भी कोई काम करता था तो मैं उनको हमेशा अपडेट करता था। अब मैं किसे अपडेट करूंगा? वो मुझे बताते थे कि किस कंट्री में जाकर कौन सा काम करना है, अब मुझे कौन बताएगा? पर हमें अब ये सत्य के साथ रहना है, अपने अंदर से गाइडेंस लेना है। शुरुआत के दिनों में वो बहुत ही शुरुआत के दिनों में मैं बहुत उनसे क्वेश्चन पूछता था, पर मेरे क्वेश्चंस हमेशा आध्यात्मिक चीजों के लिए रहते थे। मैंने कभी भी अपने लिए कोई भी क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा, स्पिरिचुअल थिंग्स के लिए ही मैंने पूछा। 2008 में मैं पहली बार मिला ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, पर 2010 में पहली बार मैं बुद्ध पूर्णिमा में पिरामिड वैली के लिए आया ऑस्ट्रेलिया से। आप लोग जो 5-6 साल से पत्री सर को जानते थे, उस समय 2010 के समय में पत्री सर बहुत ही डायनामिक, बहुत पावरफुल और बहुत अवेयर रहते थे। अगर उनके सामने कोई भी एक गलत शब्द बोल देता था तो वो बहुत डांटते और कभी कभी मार भी देते थे। इसीलिए कुछ ही लोग उनके पास जाते थे। मैं भी डरता था, पर मैं सोचता, अपने आप को प्रेरित करता, एनकरेज करता कि मैं तो सिर्फ आध्यात्मिक चीजों के लिए पूछ रहा हूँ, मुझे क्यों डरना चाहिए? अगर मैं कोई गलत चीज तो नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ, तो अगर वो मुझे डांटेंगे या मारेंगे तो वो गलत कर रहे हैं। ऐसा सोच के मैं बुद्ध पूर्णिमा में जब पहली बार उनसे मिला तो वो रूम में अकेले बैठे हुए थे। मैं डर रहा था, मैं दरवाजे के पास ही खड़ा था। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मैं उनसे मिल चुका था, पर भारत में उनके साथ मेरी ये पहली मुलाकात थी। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जब वो मुझे मिले थे तो मुझे उन्होंने फ्लूट सिखाया था। 1 घंटे तक के उन्होंने मुझे वोकल सारेगामापा सिखाया और फ्लूट बजाना भी सिखाया। और वो अक्सर लोगों को हंसी मजाक में कहते भी थे कि सभी लोग मुझसे मेडिटेशन सीखने आते हैं, पर ये प्रदीप विजय मुझसे म्यूजिक सीखने आता है। इंडिया में जब मैं उनसे मिला था तो वो बिल्कुल अलग टाइप के व्यक्तित्व वाले लग रहे थे। मुझे उन्होंने बैठने के लिए बोला, मैं बैठ गया। उसी समय वो न्यूटन सर के बारे में बता रहे थे कि न्यूटन सर के समान ही ये प्रदीप विजय भी हैं। और मैं न्यूटन सर
they were a group, they were many people, they were like 20-25 people in the room, अकेले नहीं।
हाँ, उस समय रूम में काफी लोग थे और वो न्यूटन सर के बारे में बता रहे थे कि न्यूटन सर ने मुझसे आके पूछा था कि मेरा फ्यूचर क्या है। तो मैंने उनको बताया था कि तुम पूरे देश विदेशों में जाके मेडिटेशन सिखाओगे। देखो मैं कितना अच्छा फ्यूचर टेलर हूँ, मैं कितना अच्छा भविष्य वक्ता हूँ, लोग मुझे मानते हैं, मैं हूं ना भविष्य वक्ता। ऐसे करके हंसी मजाक कर रहे थे और मुझे कह रहे थे, मुझे इशारा करके कह रहे थे कि ये भी न्यूटन के समान ही है। उसी समय एक व्यक्ति आया उस रूम में और उन्होंने कहा कि कोई एक सीनियर पिरामिड मास्टर है, उसने अभी अभी बॉडी वैकेट कर दी। तो पत्री सर ने कहा, वाह गुड न्यूज, जाओ अब जाके उसके आगे का काम संभालो, मतलब दाह संस्कार वगैरह का। तो तब प्रदीप सर बोलते कि मुझे आश्चर्य लगा, क्योंकि हम जब भी किसी के लिए सुनते तो हम कहते हैं कि अरे बहुत दुख हुआ, वेरी सॉरी, पर ये कैसे बोल रहा है कि बहुत अच्छी गुड न्यूज है, जबकि मैं जानता हूं कि मृत्यु नहीं है। पर थोड़ा अजीब सा लगा। फिर सभी लोग उसके दाह संस्कार के तैयारी के लिए चले गए। सिर्फ रूम में मैं और पत्री सर ही रह गए थे। हम दोनों एक दूसरे की तरफ देख रहे थे। उन्होंने मुझे इशारे से अपने पैरों को मसाज करने के लिए कहा। मैं धीरे धीरे उनके पैर दबा रहा था। वो मेरी आंखों में झांक के देख रहे थे, पर मेरे मन में उस समय एक विचार आया कि अगर ये वाकई भविष्य वक्ता है तो क्यों ना मैं अपना फ्यूचर भी इनसे पूछूं। पर मुझे डर लग रहा था कि कहीं वो मुझे मार न दे। मैं उनके पैरों के पास था तो कहीं मुझे किक न मारते, तो मुझे डर लग रहा था। पर अचानक मेरे मुंह से निकल गया कि सर मेरा भविष्य क्या है। उन्होंने 15-20 सेकंड तक के मेरी आंखों में देखा और उन्होंने कहा कि तुम पूरी दुनिया में जाकर न्यूटन के समान ही मेडिटेशन का प्रचार प्रसार करोगे। तो मैंने कहा कि न्यूटन सर तो पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन के हैं, जबकि मैं तो सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर हूँ। ये 2010 की बात है सर, जब प्रदीप सर सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग का काम करते थे। तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैं कैसे जाऊंगा, मैं तो सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर हूँ। तो पत्री सर ने कहा कि तुमने पिछले जन्म में सब कुछ सीख लिया है और इस जन्म में तुम्हारे को पूरी दुनिया में घूमकर मेडिटेशन सिखाना है। पूरी दुनिया में घूमने का मेरा बचपन से एक सपना था। फिर मैं वहां से वापस ऑस्ट्रेलिया आ गया और मैंने उस समय जब मैं उनके साथ रूम में अकेला था तो मैं पत्री सर को बता रहा था कि मैं जिस कंपनी में काम करता हूँ वहां के मैनेजर बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट हैं और किसी को भी छुट्टी नहीं देते हैं। पर जैसे ही मैंने पिरामिड वैली आने के लिए पूछा तो उन्होंने मुझे सहर्ष रूप से मंजूरी भी दे दी और पेड वर्कशॉप भी दिया। तो मुझे आश्चर्य हो रहा है। तो
पेड हॉलीडे,
हाँ पेड हॉलीडे दिया, मतलब बिना सैलरी काटे हुए मुझे आने की अनुमति दी, क्योंकि इनको आश्चर्य लग रहा था प्रदीप सर को कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ। तो पत्री सर ने बहुत ही नॉर्मल से कहा कि ये पहले से ही हायर वर्ल्ड्स में निश्चित था कि तुमको यहाँ पर पिरामिड वैली में आना है और एस्ट्रल मास्टर जब आपके मैनेजर के सर के ऊपर बैठे हों तो वो आपको हर चीज के लिए मंजूरी देंगे ही। और वाकई मैं 5 साल जब नौकरी में था तो मैं जो भी मंजूरी मांगता था, कभी 1 महीने कभी 2 महीने का ब्रेक लेने की छुट्टी मांगता था तो हमेशा मुझे मंजूरी मिल जाती थी। मुझे कभी भी मैनेजर की तरफ से अपनी सर्विस में के लिए छुट्टी लेने में कभी भी बाधा नहीं पड़ी। मेरे फ्रेंड्स भी मुझसे मैं 3-4 महीने भी कई बार ब्रेक लेकर सर्विस के लिए चला जाता था दूसरी कंट्रीज में। तो मेरे फ्रेंड्स मुझे मस्ती करके कहते भी थे कि तुम वाकई नौकरी कर रहे हो या मस्ती कर रहे हो, क्योंकि किसी भी कंपनी के लिए इम्पॉसिबल है कि एक एम्प्लॉय 1-2 महीना काम करे और 1-2 महीना छुट्टी ले। तो सर हमारे जो पत्री सर थे उनके पास बहुत गिफ्ट थी, वो सभी का भविष्य देख सकते थे, पर उसके बावजूद वो एकदम साधारण व्यक्ति रहे। उनकी जो 2 क्वालिटी मैंने सीखा है वो है संभाव, इक्वालिटी मतलब समानता का भाव, और सिंप्लिसिटी सरलता। ये सबको पत्री सर सबको समान रूप से समझते थे, कोई भी उनके लिए छोटा बड़ा नहीं था और बहुत सादगी से जीवन जीते थे। ये दोनों चीजें मैंने उनसे सीखी। थैंक यू।
So he always guided me to be as simple as possible. Always, even though the crystal was given to me by the Galactic Council, and I had contacts with a lot of star beings, and he knows everything, and he always guided me to be simple as possible. And a few incidents which I was speaking about. So I met him in 2008, and then I shared about 2010. So I will share instances, something over the years. So 2010 September, he came to Australia. So I organized his program. So that time I was not enjoying my work. So even though I was working only for 6 months a year, still my passion was always to teach meditation, to travel. I was not enjoying my work. So I told him, sir, I'm not able to enjoy my work. What do I do? Then he said, come and ask this question after 6 months. I was like, yeah, strange, I want to ask now. He's saying, come and ask me the same question after 6 months. I said, then I took note of the date. Maybe after 6 months, I have to go and remember. But the next day, he called me. And again, he said, sit next to me, sit near me, and do the massage. I was like thinking in my mind, why this fellow is behind the massage all the time and he wanted me to come and press the feet. And in my mind, I don't like doing massage. Then I was thinking, my own father and mother, I didn't press the feet. He's asking me to press the feet. Because he can read the mind and he can understand. And I know he can read the mind, but I was always authentic. Doesn't matter. What I feel is what I feel. So I was thinking why he always wanted me to massage his feet. Then he looked at me because he understood what is happening within me. He looked at me and he was encouraging me. You come and do the massage. You understand, He said, you understand this. If you do seva to me, you will go to Satyalokas directly after you vacate the body. You do seva to me now. If you do seva to me, you will go to Satyalokas directly, non-stop, after you vacate the body. I was like, oh, okay, so this is the way he motivates me. Okay, fine. So I was like pressing his feet. Then he asked, because he doesn't know much personal things about me. So he said, oh, you are from Andhra, right? But you can speak Tamil also, right? I was like shocked. Oh, how do we know? But I never told him that. Yeah, you speak multiple languages, right? I said, yes, sir. And okay, I'll tell you what will happen to you. You will not do this job for a long. Only for some time you will do. After that, you will become the face, you will become the international face of PSSM. The core PSSM teachings, you will teach all over the world. All foreigners will come to you. So this is what you will do. You will not do this job for a long time. You will be the international representative of PSSM. Don't worry about the job. I was like, okay, fine. Thank you. So I was actually feeling happy that he gave that international representative job. And after that, this was end of 2010. Then he asked me, relocate to Pyramid Valley. You relocate to Pyramid Valley, have the Pyramid Valley as a base, and from there, your mission all over the world will start. I was feeling like, yes, finally I'm going to Pyramid Valley, and it's a happy place, and I'm going there. But then there was a guidance within me. There was this intuition. I don't know if my mindset, because my mindset is tuned to Australian kind of Western mindset. I don't know if I will be able to go and survive and do the things in Pyramid Valley. So what I did, I took a 1 month break and I went to Pyramid Valley as just a visitor. By the time, Patri sir already declared to few people that this fellow is going to relocate to India and he's going to take care of Pyramid Valley and blah, blah, blah. So, but I wanted to go and see what it is. So as a 1 month, I went as a visitor. 1 month I went and I saw all the operations, pretending that I'm doing meditation. But I saw from the background what is happening. I said, Babre, kitna politics chal raha hai idhar. I don't think I can survive. I was happily in Australia. But here, if I come, then I'm stuck here. So I don't have much time to do sadhana also. And this is not what I want. So Patri sir said, okay, you come, relocate. He declared also. Then I said, no, I won't relocate. And I decided that whatever I want to do the job, I will do from Australia only. Why should I come to Pyramid? So after 6 months, I went to him. And I said, sir, you wanted me to come to Pyramid Valley, but my guidance told me not to go. And whatever I want to do, I will do from overseas only. So please don't misunderstand me that I didn't listen to your words. Then immediately he said, you did the right thing. You followed your intuition. That is always the right thing to do. So he tested me many times to see whether I'm a real master or not. Normally, when Patri sir says some things, everybody follow it. But I have the habit of not following blindly, but I always make sure I feel correct within me and then do. So he always encouraged me. And there were many tests also. He gave many tests. Once after the crystal came to me in 2014, then he called me and said, time has come for you to start your own organization. Like Newton started his own organization, you should also start your own organization. You will have your own disciples, you will have your own students, and now the time has come. So then I was like, okay, fine. But every time I wanted to start something, like with a different branding, with a different name, always my intuition was like, what I'm going to teach is already there in PSSM. What am I going to teach new? Anything and everything I want to teach is already there in PSSM. If there is anything new, then I can start something on. But there is nothing new. What Patri sir is teaching, only that I will teach. There is nothing, no, there is no greater truth beyond that. There is no greater truth beyond the 18 guiding principles. So why should I start the organization? So every time I think about it, I was discouraged. My intuition says, no, you don't need to. Then persistently, every time he meets me, he will ask, where are your disciples? Where are your students? And I was like, why this fellow is asking me? Then I said, okay, let me better start an NGO. Start an NGO and put some of my senior meditators, put as an NGO so that we can reach to Muslim countries and other things. After 3-4 times, I said, okay, sir, I will start. And so I said, okay, give me the structure of the organization. And so I put some names, the senior pyramid masters who I know are very friendly with me, very good people. So I put their names. And because some people joined along with me in the year 2008, 2009, my batch. So we became good friends. So I put those names and then said, this is the people I'm going to start with. Then he said, they are my students. You should start your organization with your students. Bring a new list with your own students. And then I said, why this fellow is testing me like this? Where will I go for my student? Because every student, whoever I teach, I introduce PSSM. Everybody knows Patri sirs. Where will be my students? So then again, every time he was asking, what about it? Not yet. You have not yet. You don't have your own disciples yet. You don't have your own organization. So he was asking again and again. So I waited for 2 years. After 2 years, I was fed up. So one day, we were in Bosnia, Eastern Europe. So I told him, sir, I feel irritated. Whenever you ask, where is your organization? What is it? I feel a little irritated because on one side, I feel that maybe I should start and maybe I'm not able to start. I feel a little bad because you wanted me to do something. Maybe there is a bigger reason you're asking me to do it, but I couldn't start because my intuition is stopping me not to do it. That is on one side. On the other side, there is, what will I do? If I start something new, it is like duplicate of PSSM. What will I do with that? So Patri sir looked at me and said, you passed my test, my son. I said, then he explained me, I was testing you, so you passed the test. I said, what is this test you are giving me? He said, it is my dharma. Patri sir said, it is my dharma to make sure everybody is independent. Whoever comes to me, it is my dharma to make them independent. Because I don't want any attachment with anybody. So it is my dharma to tell the students to go and start their own. And he told, since his beginning days, since his 1990s, so he gave a big list of people that these are the people I asked them to start. And everybody went and everybody failed because they were far away from the truth. Newton is the only one who somehow survived. In the name of past life, he survived. He survived because his connection to PSSM was very strong. That's why he survived. So you passed the test. And I was like, okay. So you were troubling me for 2 years in the name of test. And finally you say you passed the test. So he always wants people to be take charge of their own life and no dependency. That is again a major teaching and lesson is no dependency whatsoever. There were many moments where he would give the test to me, and then I would look deep into his eyes, and then I will smile. I say, I know you are testing me. And then he will smile back and say, okay, good job, you learned it. So if I look back in my journey, the 14 years of my journey with him, there's always a gratitude. And you would have noticed in all my sessions, I never promote Patri sir. I never promote Patri sir, because if I promote Patri sir, then people will become dependent. For that reason, I never promote. And there was one occasion, because detachment is very important. The final lesson for any spiritual seeker is to get detached from the Guru. That is a very final lesson. So that's the reason I don't speak much about Patri sir in all my classes, because the more I speak, the more people might become attached to him. And poor person, everybody come and fall at his feet. One of the qualities I liked is nobody falls at anybody's feet. You are your own master. In the beginning days, if somebody falls at his feet, either he will fall back in their feet or he will kick them. But now the moment has spread, there are so many people, they are coming and falling at his feet. And every time I look into his eyes, there is so much of pain in his eyes. Because his teachings is, you are your own Guru. His teachings, 18 guiding principles, is don't worship any living or dead masters. But nobody understands, especially the newcomers into the meditation. They don't understand. And every time somebody falls at his feet, his eyes are in pain. But now, after becoming a little old, he don't have much strength in the body. He cannot do anything. So we say, okay, it's your karma, fall at the feet and go. So it is very important that you don't surrender, you don't give away your power to anybody. We have to always take responsibility for the life. Then only you become a true master. 2 years ago, we were having a one-to-one conversation alone. It was in Pyramid Valley, and we both were sitting alone. He was asking me to travel and go different places because it was a lockdown. I couldn't go outside. I was in India. So he guided me. He called me and he said, these people are not letting me travel because of COVID or whatever. But at least you can travel. Can you travel? Because people are waiting. Can you travel? I said, okay, sir, I'll travel. So for the first time before COVID, I never taught in India. Always it's other countries. But for the first time in COVID, he motivated me. He encouraged me to travel. And he used to call the organizers to say that I'm coming and make the arrangements. So he guided me step by step. He guided me how to be a teacher, how to be a good teacher, how to be a good student. He taught me two things, how to be a good student and how to be a good teacher. And my gratitude is always there towards that. But the more places I traveled, the more I noticed there are more followers for him. People are like bhaktas to Patri sir. So it pained me a lot, because Patri sir's teachings and the PSSM teachings are very simple, straightforward. And the diamond among all the 18 guiding principles, the diamond sutra is be a master. Be a master. That is the diamond sutra. No worship of living or dead masters. You are your own master. Your breath is your guru. Be a master. Apo Dipo Bhava. That is the golden point, the diamond sutra. So it pained me. Most of the places I go, they stopped religion, praying gods. They stopped it, but they replaced with Patri sir. They start thinking Patri sir as God. So it pained me a lot. So then we were sitting one-to-one and I was updating him my travel journeys. So he said, okay, now you should come online and you should become the director of one of the PMC. You should become the PMC Tamil director. Then I told him, sir, what is happening in PSSM is people are becoming your bhaktas. There are very few seekers of enlightenment. Most of them they are treating you like God. Nobody is seeing you as a normal person. Nobody is catching hold of the point, be a master. I didn't say nobody, I said majority of the people are not trying to be masters. They're all dependent on you. They all think you are great. They all think you are God. Now, wherever you asked me to go, I went and I educate them, I bash them. Now you ask me to come online. If I come online, then I will do the same thing. I will come and speak the same points. Then there will be a trouble. There will be consequences. Do you want this? Then again, I asked the second question. Now I want to ask you the second question. Everybody has to learn their own lessons. Everybody has to learn their own detachment. And everybody has to discover their own self-mastery. Is it that I should go and tell them, or I should just ignore saying it is their karma? Let them be followers, let them be bhaktas. I should just keep quiet. I should go teach meditation and come back. I should just go teach meditation and come back. Or I should go and tell that don't be a bhakta, don't be a disciple, be a master. Should I say this or should I keep quiet? Now I have two questions. At the time when I was asking, there was such a radiance of light coming from his eyes, such a beautiful love energy. My being was shaken. You see, that time he was speaking to me through his eyes. Normally when some people, 10 people, 15 people, 100 people, they call you a great master, your ego becomes so great. They say, you are great, you are great. Then you feel great, your ego becomes great. But there are lakhs of people who are considering that he is God, but he still remains a human. So that is the lesson I learned from him that day. That no matter what anybody thinks about you, no matter what anybody believes you, or they put you in the pedestal, it doesn't matter. It is your responsibility to be grounded. It is not easy. I know it is not easy. When 1,000 people say you are a great master, because of you, our lives have transformed. When 1,000 people say that, deep down you feel that yes, you are special. But when lakhs of people are thinking he is God, he still was a human. He still lived like a human. So that great quality he taught me through the eyes when he looked deep into it. And then he answered me, there is no consequences whatsoever. You should be the PMC director and you should go and speak the truth. And then for the second question, should I keep quiet? That it is their dharma, it is their karma to learn apodipo bhava, or should I keep quiet, or I should go and speak? Because the people I'm going and speaking are not my students. The people I'm going and speaking, they are not newcomers. They are all senior masters in PSSM. And they all have blind trust in Patriji sir. So to break that is not so easy. So then he told me, what you are doing is right. You have to do your dharma. You cannot keep quiet. You should go and speak the truth. And that is your dharma, and you have to do your dharma. Can you imagine a master who is telling to break his own attachment to his own followers? you cannot see. Only an enlightened master can do that. So he is a real enlightened master, that who taught me how to be by being an example. So just I want to say the Diamond Sutra of PSSM is be a master. It is, if you really love Patri sir, if you really want to show your gratitude towards Patri sir, then live like a master. Never surrender to anybody. Learn from your own experience. Never put anybody in the pedestal. That's the only way. Be a master. Okay, Neetaji.
इतना प्यारा आप बता रहे हैं, लग रहा है बस सुनते जाए सुनते जाए। बहुत अच्छा बता रहे हैं। मुझे उनसे बहुत सारा गाइडेंस मिला। इवन मुझे जब क्रिस्टल दिया गया तभी भी, और जब मैं स्टार बीइंग से बात करता था तो वो हमेशा सिंपल रहे, जैसे हमेशा से रहते हैं। मैं कुछ इवेंट्स बताऊंगा। 2010 के सितंबर के मंथ में वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया आए थे। मेरा पैशन था कि मैं मेडिटेशन सिखाऊं। मुझे काम में बिल्कुल भी रुचि नहीं लगती थी। मैंने उनसे जाके पूछा, जबकि सिर्फ 6 महीने हुए थे जब वो पिरामिड वैली में उनसे मिले थे बुद्ध पूर्णिमा में, और ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जब सितंबर में गए थे तो 6 महीने ही हुआ था। और मैंने उनसे पूछा कि मैं क्या करूं। नेक्स्ट डे उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया, अपने बगल में बैठाया और मुझे फिर से पैरों की मालिश करने के लिए कहा। मुझे वो पसंद नहीं था, क्योंकि कभी मैंने अपने माता पिता के भी पैर नहीं दबाए। ये मुझसे क्यों कहते हैं पैर दबाने के लिए? वो माइंड को रीड कर लेते थे और उन्होंने मेरी तरफ देखा और मुझे कहा कि तुम अगर मेरी सेवा करोगे तो तुम सीधा अपने शरीर को छोड़ने के बाद सीधा सत्यलोक में पहुंच जाओगे। तो मैंने सोचा चलो ठीक है। फिर उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि क्या तुम आंध्रा से हो ना, पर तुम तो तमिल भी बोलते हो। जबकि मैंने कभी भी उनको नहीं बताया था कि मैं तमिल बोल पाता हूँ और मैं मल्टीपल लैंग्वेजेस जानता हूँ। फिर पत्री से ने कहा कि तुम ज्यादा टाइम जॉब नहीं करोगे, आप इंटरनेशनल फेस ऑफ PSSM बनोगे और सारे फॉरेनर्स तुम्हारे पास आएंगे ताकि आप उनको मेडिटेशन सिखा सको। तो उन्होंने मुझे इंटरनेशनल एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव प्रतिनिधि के रूप में PSSM के लिए चुना था। मैं बहुत खुश हुआ और उन्होंने कहा कि तुम पिरामिड वैली में जाकर बस जाओ। मेरे लिए बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा था, क्योंकि मुझे पिरामिड वैली बहुत पसंद थी और मैं बहुत खुश हुआ। और पर मेरा जो वेस्टर्न माइंडसेट था, मैं जब वहां पिरामिड वैली में गया और 1 महीने के अंदर ही मैं वहां पर समझ गया कि मैं इस पॉलिटिक्स में ऐसी जगहों पर फंस जाऊंगा, मैं अपनी साधना भी नहीं कर पाऊंगा। तो मैंने वहां पे बसने का फैसला छोड़ दिया। 6 महीने के बाद मैंने उनसे कहा कि मैं यहाँ पे नहीं रहूंगा, मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ही रह के काम करूंगा। तो पत्री सर ने कहा कि ठीक है, तुम अपने दिल की सुनो और तुम बिल्कुल सही कर रहे हो। मैं तुम्हारा टेस्ट ले रहा था, तुमको जो भी पसंद है वैसा ही करो। क्रिस्टल मिलने के बाद ही वो मुझसे हमेशा कहते थे कि तुम एक अपना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन शुरू करो और अब समय आ गया है कि तुम अपने खुद के शिष्य तैयार करो। उनके कहने पे मैं जब भी अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को बनाने के लिए सोचता तो मुझे लगता था कि जो भी मैं शिक्षा देना चाहता हूँ वो सारी शिक्षाएं तो PSSM में है, कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है जो नया हो। जो ग्रेटर ट्रुथ हमारे को जो सत्य दिए हैं 18 प्रिंसिपल के द्वारा, वो तो ऑलरेडी सभी लोग सीख रहे हैं, तो मैं क्यों शुरू करूं। पर वो मुझसे जब भी मिलते तो वो मुझसे हमेशा पूछते कि तुम अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का क्यों नहीं बना रहे हो और तुम्हारे शिष्य कहाँ हैं। मैंने एक NGO बनाया जो मुस्लिम कंट्रीज में जाकर काम करता था। उसमें कुछ अच्छे लोग भी थे जो मेरे ही बैच के थे, अच्छे से मेरे साथ काम कर रहे थे। तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये मेरे, पत्री सर ने कहा कि ये मेरे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, तुम्हारे अपने स्टूडेंट्स ढूंढो। क्योंकि मैं अपने जो भी अपने फ्रेंड्स लोगों को सिखाता था, अपने स्टूडेंट लोग को सिखाता था, उन सभी को PSSM से जोड़ देता था। तो 2 साल तक के मेरे जीवन में बहुत ही जद्दोजहद चलती रही कि मैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चालू करूं या ना करूं। आखिर बोस्निया में मैंने पत्री सर से कहा कि मैं बहुत इरिटेटेड हो जा रहा हूं। एक तरफ मेरा मन कहता है कि मैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन शुरू करूं, पर दूसरी तरफ मेरा मन मुझे रोक देता है, क्योंकि जो भी मैं शुरू करूंगा वो PSSM का डुप्लीकेट ही होगा। तो पत्री सर ने मेरी आंखों में झांक कर कहा, और उन्होंने कहा कि तुमने मेरा टेस्ट पास कर दिया, मेरे बच्चे, तुमने मेरा टेस्ट पास कर दिया। मेरा धर्म है कि मैं सभी लोगों को इंडिपेंडेंट बनाऊं और सभी लोगों को अपने से अटैचमेंट से दूर रखूं। तो मैं इसीलिए तुमको टेस्ट कर रहा था। शुरुआती के दिनों में उन्होंने अपने शुरुआती के दिनों में बताया था कि कई लोग उनको छोड़कर अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, क्योंकि वो कई लोगों को बोलते थे अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को शुरू करने के लिए, तो पत्री सर बता रहे थे कि शुरुआती के दिनों में बहुत सारे उनके शिष्य अलग होकर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाए थे, पर वो सभी फेल हो गए थे। सिर्फ एक न्यूटन सर ही जो पास्ट लाइफ के थे रिग्रेशन वाले, वो ही अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को चला पा रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो PSSM से बहुत ही स्ट्रांगली कनेक्टेड है। मुझे वो 2 साल तक के परेशान करते रहे, पर वो मुझे यही सिखाते रहे कि नो डिपेंडेंसी। इसी तरीके से उन्होंने कई बार मेरा टेस्ट लिया और वो मेरी आंखों में झांक कर देखते थे। अगर मैं 14 साल की अपनी जर्नी के बारे में सोचता हूँ तो मेरा मन हमेशा उनके लिए ग्रेटिट्यूड से भर जाता है। मैं कभी भी अपने सेशंस में पत्री सर को प्रमोट नहीं करता, क्योंकि उन्हीं की टीचिंग है कि सभी लोगों को इंडिपेंडेंट बनना है और डिटैचमेंट हमारा अल्टीमेट लेसन है, और गुरु से डिटैचमेंट हमारे को सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है। किसी को भी अपने पैरों पर नहीं गिरने देना है। पत्री सर का जो ये मूवमेंट इतनी तेजी से फैला और इतने लोग उनके पैरों पर गिरते थे, उनको अंधभक्त के समान उनको मानते थे, तो मैं उनके आंखों में वो दर्द देख पाता हूँ कि वो ऐसा नहीं चाहते थे, वो सभी को मास्टर बनाना चाहते थे। 2 साल पहले एक बार जब हम आमने सामने पिरामिड वैली में बैठे थे, तो उन्होंने कहा कि जब कोविड फैला था और उनको दूसरी कंट्री में जाने के लिए मना किया गया था, तो उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि तुम कोविड के कारण मुझे बाहर नहीं जाने दे रहे हैं, तुम इस कंट्री में जाओ और जाके सिखाओ। उन्होंने मुझे एक अच्छा टीचर और एक अच्छा शिष्य बनना सिखाया। मैं बहुत सी जगहों पर गया और जहां पे भी मैं जाता था वहां पर पत्री सर के भक्त को देखकर मुझे बहुत दर्द होता था, क्योंकि जो 18 प्रिंसिपल दिए हैं और उसमें जो सबसे प्यारा सूत्र है बी ए मास्टर, कि किसी को भी, चाहे लिविंग हो चाहे मृतक गुरु हो, किसी की भी पूजा नहीं करनी है, किसी को भी अंधभक्त लोगों के समान नहीं फॉलो करना है। पर मैं देखता गया कि लोग अपने रिलीजियन, अपने धर्म को तो छोड़ दिए हैं, पर पत्री सर को एक भगवान की तरीके से बैठा दिए हैं। मुझे उन्होंने डायरेक्टर ऑफ PMC तमिल का डायरेक्टर बनने के लिए भी कहा, और मैंने उनसे कहा कि PSSM में आपके ही ये जो तमिल में है उनके आपके ही भक्त हैं, वो आपको भगवान मानते हैं, वो आपको एक मास्टर के रूप में नहीं एक भगवान के रूप में दिखते हैं, और उनमें से कोई भी मास्टर नहीं बनना चाहता है। तो अगर मैं ऑनलाइन उनको शिक्षा दूंगा भी तो मैं क्या करूं? आप क्या चाहते हैं? क्या सबको मैं आपसे डिटैचमेंट सिखाऊं, सेल्फ मास्टरी सिखाऊं, या चुपचाप उनको वैसा ही काम करते हुए देखूं? यानी कि मैं या तो उनको सत्य बताऊं या चुपचाप से उनको जैसा वो भक्ति कर रहे हैं वैसा ही करने दो। जब मैंने इसे पूछा तो उन्होंने बहुत ही प्यार से इतनी सुंदर लव एनर्जी के साथ मेरे को देखा, क्योंकि होता ऐसा है कि जब लाखों करोड़ों लोग आपको भगवान मानते हैं, आपके ऊपर आपके पैरों पर गिरते हैं, तो उसमें एक ईगो आ जाता है और उसको खुद को अपने को बड़ा समझता है, और उस भ्रम में से निकलना, उस चीजों में से निकलना बहुत आसान नहीं होता है। पर वो उनके आंखों में जो दर्द था, जो आंखों में जो बेबसी थी, वो मैं देख पा रहा था। पर उन्होंने कहा मुझे कि जो भी परिणाम हो तुमको डायरेक्टर बनना है। फिर मैंने उनसे पूछा कि मैं चुप रहूं या उनको सत्य बोल के मास्टर बनाने के लिए प्रेरित करूं। तो उन्होंने कहा कि क्योंकि वो वहां पर सभी लोग सीनियर मास्टर हैं, तो पत्री सर ने कहा कि आप जो भी करोगे सही करोगे, आपका धर्म है कि आप उनको सत्य बताओ। तो प्रदीप सर कह रहे हैं कि आप सोच समझ सकते हैं कि वो एक ऐसे गुरु थे, वो ऐसे मास्टर थे जो अपने ही शिष्यों को अपने से डिटैचमेंट होना सिखा रहे थे। उन्होंने मेरे सामने एक उदाहरण रखा है कि मुझे कैसे बनना है। उनका जो डायमंड सूत्र है, बी ए मास्टर, कि वही मुझे आगे चल के करना है। हम सभी उनको प्यार करते हैं। उन्होंने हमें एक मास्टर की तरह जीना सिखाया है। हम सभी को अपने अनुभवों से सीखना है और किसी को भी अपने से ऊपर नहीं रखना है। हम सभी को स्वयं का मास्टर बनना है। थैंक यू।
So there were many instances which are sometimes, thought-provoking. Sometimes it is very funny. When in the year 2013, when my spirit guides came and they revealed my past lives, then they revealed a very famous personality. It's a very illustrious lifetime. They revealed I belong, and that's my past life. So then I came and told Patriji, sir, this is what happened, that the star beings have come, the spirit guides have come, and they revealed that this was in 2013, that I never asked for it. They just came and they revealed that this is your past life and this is your mission. In all the past lives, you have done this work, and this lifetime you will continue this work and what you will do in the future. So they have given a detailed description. And so I went to Patriji and said, these things happen, sir. And I know, I can feel it, but I wanted to get a confirmation from him. So I asked him, do you think what they are saying is right? Patriji said, yes, absolutely it is right. Whatever they are saying is right. And yes, whatever the past life they revealed is true. And then later on, we were in Malaysia. We were doing an international conference. And so that time I had an argument with the local organizer. मैं उसको डांटा क्योंकि he was like not up to the mark, and I was scolded him because Patriji said, you are the international representative and you are in charge of all the countries. So I was so much angry inside me, and then I scolded him, and then I went to Patriji's room. He was there. It's in a resort, so I went to his room, and then I told him, sir, I'm not happy with the things happening, and the organizers here, they are not up to the mark. So can I use my executive powers, because you gave me that I'm the international coordinator? This was the year 2014. That's the time the crystal was given to me, new. So I was having more ego, or whatever you can say, spiritually. So I told him, so you have told me that I'm the international representative. So can I use my executive power and dismiss all the team and create a new team? So then sir said, yes, you can do that. You have all the powers. You can do that. See, we were going to we were in another country, and I want to dismantle the entire team. I said, you're all, from now on, you are dismissed because you are not following the truth. So you're all dismissed. Only truth seekers should be the part of the core group. So I said, can I dismiss the entire team? Patriji said, yes, you can dismiss. And then after a few seconds, he said, arrogance doesn't help you. Remember this point. If you're arrogant, it will not help you. You can use all your powers, but that's not going to help you. You have to understand. And there was a great eye-opening that he knows everything. He knows everything, but he maintains that patience and compassion. And then I asked him, in that moment, I asked him a question. If there is a necessity to convince some of the organizers, or in a very critical situation, if there is a necessity, can I, why am I doing certain things? What is the basis of it? To make them understand. Is it okay I tell about the past lives? I speak about the past lives. Then Patri sir said, never ever speak about your past life to anybody. He said, if you speak about your past life to anybody, then you trigger their ego. Their ego will be triggered. And once their ego is triggered, they will never listen to you. And it doesn't help them, and it also doesn't help you. So never reveal your past life. If you reveal your past life, then that's a stupidity. I was like, yes, makes sense. It clearly makes sense. So I never revealed my past life to anybody. But in the year 2000, from 2014, from 2013, I never revealed my past life to anybody. But in the year 2017-18, in Dhyana Chakram, in front of almost 30,000 people, he called me on the stage and he said, this is his past life. He revealed to everybody publicly. And he said, take his guidance, blessings, take his handshaken, and he quickly left the stage. I was like, Baapre, kya game khel rahe ho? Because everybody was coming on the stage to Patri sir. So he wanted to protect himself. So he revealed my past life and said, everybody take his handshaken and blessings. And he quietly left the stage. And you won't believe, I couldn't walk in Dhyana Chakram. Wherever I walk, wherever I go, people are coming and falling at my feet. People are giving shake and they are pressing my feet, pressing my shoulders, touching my body. And I said, sir, because of reading your book, reading your past life book, I got enlightened. Sir, it's a great thing I learned from you. Said, this, sir, I don't know you are such a great master. I felt so awkward. And the crowd was so much. Then Patri madam was there. Then she called somebody and said, hey, arrange a car in the backstage and somehow rescue him. So 4 or 5 people, they came and they stopped the crowd. They put me in the car, took me to the villa. You won't believe, I didn't come out the whole day. I didn't come out. I wanted to come out in the lunch. In the lunch break, I just came out of the villa. The moment I came out, because he announced in the public, the moment I came out, immediately people gathered around me. Then I quickly rushed back to my room. I said, kya, Patri sir, I cannot be myself. I am the person who says, don't fall at anybody's feet, Apo Dipo Baba, be a master. And he made everybody fall at my feet. Kya game khel rahe hai? So I was feeling very bad. And the next day, and he said, on the stage, he also announced, the first day he revealed my past life. The second day he said, he has a great crystal. The galactic beings have given. Tomorrow morning, we'll do meditation with the crystal. So again, he asked me to come tomorrow morning. I went onto the stage. Then I said, sir, I don't know what you're going to do today. Yesterday, you made me crazy. I don't know why you did. So, there was announcement going on in the mic. Me and Patri sir was standing on the stage in front of everybody. So I was speaking to him like this. I don't know why you did that yesterday. It was a big challenge for me. Why you did like that to me? To save yourself, you put me in trouble. So why you did that to me? I asked him. He looked into my eyes and said, who asked you to become a yogi? Face the consequences. I was like, okay. So these are the consequences. So that day I understood, it's not so easy. The role Patri sir played, it's not so easy to put a guru dress and to be in the masses. He's a mass Maharaja. So to be among the masses and just one day experience is enough for me in my lifetime. I said, then next time I said, you come to Dhyana Chakram. I said, never I will come to Dhyana Chakram. Never I will go to any PSSM conferences. I will avoid from that day onwards, 2017, because it is not so easy to wear a guru dress and to be so normal, human, humble. Because when thousands of people they come and they think you are great, they think you are God, they fall at your feet. Not an easy thing. So salute to Patri sir. See, he has to take that role. Even Osho told this. Osho told that he wanted to be a friend to everybody. He wanted to be a friend to everybody. But the people are not ready to accept him as a friend. People wanted him to be a guru. So he played the role of a guru. But Osho said, I don't want to play this role because Buddha has said, after 25 centuries, these are the last words Buddha has spoke before he vacated the body. After 25 centuries, I will come back as Maitreya. Maitreya is friendship, friendliness. Because Gautama Buddha has this clarity that in 25 centuries, the humanity will go through the evolution where the guru-disciple relationship will change into friendship. He had the clarity. So he said, I will come, but not as the same guru-disciple, but I'll come as friendship. Osho spoke very clearly that I want to be a friend because that is the truth. But nobody was willing to accept me like a friend. So I took the role, I put the mask as a guru, but I always wanted friendship. Even Patri sir always wanted friendship. Always. If you go and speak to him like a friend, he will be very happy. If you go speak to him like a guru, he will keep you far away. But if you go speak to him like a friend, he will take you very closer. So again, unless you become your own master, unless you are a sincere seeker of truth, you cannot be a friend to any enlightened master. You will simply keep falling at the feet. You will simply saying, yes, sir, because of you, because of you, because of you. You know, one day what happened in these travels in India, because sir was asking me to go to many, many places. I traveled more than 35,000 kilometers in 6 months in India in the lockdown. I traveled across Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Karnataka. So most of the places, there are very few people I saw, the real masters. In one center, they built, he was a normal teacher, a normal government teacher, but he built a huge pyramid with a lot of facilities, and it was like, wow, wonderful. Like one person can do so many things. Of course, he has a team, but a normal teacher can build such facilities. So I was like, so wondered. I said, wow, you did a great job. How did you do this? He said, all Patri sir's blessings. Patri sir only did. I didn't do anything. I said, then you are worthless. You are fit for nothing. If all Patri sir do, you don't do anything, then why am I wasting my time with you? I will leave immediately. Yes. I said, no, you please come. I said, you have done something beautiful. At least acknowledge. At least say yes. Yes, I have done it. With the divine guidance, I have done it. With all the master's help, I have done it. With collectively as a team, we have done it. But simply to surrender, it's because of Patri sir we have done. So I was so frustrated and irritated. I straight away spoke to him. So you are a useless idiot. You are nothing. So I don't want to waste my time with you. So then he said, sir, actually, the way you spoke, it opened my eyes. After I spent time with him for half an hour. I bashed him for half an hour. Then he said, now I understand why Patri sir sent you. Because for the last 15 years, I was living in darkness. This is the only darkness I had. Now you help me come out of the darkness. Now I will focus on my mastery. I will be aware of the words I speak. I will make sure that I speak the truth. So the reason I'm sharing all those things is it is very important. It is really very important to understand Patrisar's teachings. To understand his teachings, you have to treat him like a friend. You have to take inspiration from him. You know, the other day, I think in the lockdown only, there was this organizing, there was some Dhyana Chakram happened, and then there was some celebration of the successful Dhyana Chakram, Mahila Dhyana Chakram, something. 2019 ka hua, 20 May, some celebrations were happening. It was in Andhra, where Patrisar has the core group of following. So stage mein sab senior masters tha, and all trustees. So sir wanted me to come to that place. So he specifically gave an invitation, you have to come to that place. So I came and I met him, and he went onto the stage. I was staying far away. And something they were speaking, and I told, this intuition came. If Patrisar see me, he will ask me to come on the stage. So I better go far away. So I was going back to my car park. I was going far away to make sure I don't fall into his eyes. Because if I fall into his eyes, he will again ask me to come on the stage. Then I don't want to take that risk. So I was about to sit in the car. I went far away in the car park. From the stage, somehow he saw me far away in the car. And then from there, he signaled me, you come here. अरे कितना दूर से कैसा वो मुझे देखा पता नहीं. So then I was pretending that I didn't see him, and I was going into the car. Then he said, it's you, I saw you, you come. Then I went, and then he made the other trustees go a little bit, and then he asked me to sit next to him, and he gave the mic, and he said, speak. He said, kya baat karna hai? He said, you speak about what you do, what the countries you travel, these, that. So I was speaking. Then he was like, speak more, speak more. I was like, Then I started my bashing on the stage. Then I spoke about you have to be a master, not to be a follower, and all those things. And then I said, Patrisar is my great inspiration. In this lifetime, I want to be at least like Patrisar. Then Patrisar took the mic. At least? Yes, sir. I want to be more than you, but at least. At least like you, because I know the teacher will be always happy if the student grow more. You are a real teacher. I know you will be happy if I grow. So that's why I said at least. Then he said, Mere dhanda mein ab competition aa raha hai. You're going to compete. You're coming as a competition in my business. Then it was a funny moment. Then I sat next to him. Then Patrisar said, if this one person can travel so many countries and teach so many people, what all we can do? So like that, he spoke, he inspired everybody, and then everybody was giving claps. Then I sat next, and the person who is sitting next to me, he whispered, why you spoke, what you spoke. You see all the people, they are all hardcore followers of Patrisar. In that group, and you went and speak like this, don't know if you can get the stage off safely. Don't know who will beat you. You better be safe. I was like, really? Oh my God, my life is under threat now. So then I said, okay, whatever happens, let it happen, because all senior masters, his hardcore followers are there. In front of his hardcore followers, I was pulling Patrisar leg. He was like, okay, whatever happens. So when I got off, to my real surprise, there were more than 8-9 people. They came and hugged me. Nobody spoke anything bad. They all came and they hugged me. And they said, sir, we are in this moment for more than 20 years. We always saw as a disciple of Patrisar. We always saw Patrisar is our guru. That's why we couldn't able to do great things. But today we learn from you to see Patri sir as a friend. So from today onwards, we will see Patri sir as a friend, and we want to do more work like Patri sir. You opened our eyes. Thank you very much. So it was, I know why Patri sir asked me to come there. So I know personally that it is a very fine line. It's easy to depend on others. It's always easy to depend on others. But to stand on your feet, you need a lot of guts, you need a lot of courage, you need a lot of sincerity to stand on your own feet and not to depend on anybody. When a guru is in front of you, it's easy to fall at his feet. It's easy to ask for his guidance. But to use your own intuition, to use your own willpower, to take the risk of trusting your own self is very important as an enlightened master. If you want to be enlightened, this risk you have to take. It is not a risk, it is a necessary step. So again, I want to reiterate that Patri sir always wanted everybody to be a master. Everybody to be a master. And there were many funny moments also. He likes to watch TV and he likes to watch cricket and other things. I always had this doubt. He's an enlightened master. Why is he wasting his time watching the stupid cricket? Because I don't like cricket and I don't like wasting my time watching TV. But he always watched cricket. He always watched some stupid news or movies. So I always had this doubt within me. Then I thought within myself, then I answered, then I told myself, maybe in India, so many people are troubling him. So many people are disturbing him. So to save himself, he pretends that he is watching cricket. When he is watching cricket, if anybody disturbs, he will be angry. So to save himself, to have his own private time, he's pretending that he likes cricket and that is his excuse. I said, "Main socha." Then he came to Bali for the first time. The Bali is a different journey. I will tell you later on. When he came to Bali for the first time, I took him to a nice resort in the island. It's a beautiful island. In front of the beach, a wonderful accommodation where I made sure nobody disturbs him. It is his holiday. He can spend time with his nature, beach. There are only 20 people I allowed to be in that place because for me, that visit is a holiday for him. So in that entire resort, only 20 people were there. Not many people. I made sure nobody came near him. So we stayed there for a few days and we were going back, finishing the trip. I was about to drop him at the airport. Then I asked him, "Sir, how was your stay?" He said, "You took revenge on me." I said, "Maine kya kiya? I made sure that you are enjoying your. I know you took revenge on me. You made sure I don't have any TV for 7 days. And you took revenge on me." I said, "You really miss TV?" "Yes, I miss TV." "Okay. So next time I will arrange a TV." So after 6 months again, he came. So I made sure there is a TV in his room. And after that, in the second visit, after 2-3 days, I asked, "Now you are happy? You have the TV, you are happy?" "What is this stupid TV? I'm getting the local channel, Indonesian, like Doordarshan. Only one channel is coming. I don't understand the language. And there is only one channel." I said, "What else you want? You just wanted a TV." "No, I wanted cricket. I wanted IPL or, I wanted some international news." Then I asked, "Sir, now it's the time for me to ask. Do you really like cricket?" He said, "Yes." "No, I thought you want to save yourself from the crowd in India and that's why you pretend that you like cricket and you want your alone time. So that's why I didn't arrange." Then he said, Arey, I'm going to beat you. The next time you please arrange some cricket for me. I really love cricket. Oh, that was a very funny moment. Because he was like a small child, you know. He said, "You trust me. I really like cricket. Don't misunderstand me. I really like cricket. You please arrange cricket the next time." See, sometimes we assume something, but the truth is something else. So the next visit, I made sure that he had all the television things, and that was very funny thing, because I always thought the enlightened masters don't waste time in front of the TV. But he is an exception. He likes cricket, he likes movies, he likes news and all the things. Then I asked him once, "Sir, why I don't like to watch TV and why you are so much interested in TV?" Then he said, "You see, Baba, if you have, suppose you have 50 rupees, you want to make sure that you want to spend the 50 rupees carefully. You cannot use it carelessly because money will run out. Suppose if you have 5 crores rupees, then you can spend anything you want because you have a lot of money with you. So even if you waste the money, it doesn't matter because you have a lot of money. Similarly, you are very careful in preserving your energies because you have less energy compared to me. I have more energy. I can afford spending on TV, movies, anything. So you are right for you, I am right for me." So these are all funny things. There's another episode I want to share about what happened in Bali and other things I will share.
फिर आप बोलते जाइए, हम लोग सुनते जाएंगे. So 2-3 days are less. सर आपने बहुत टाइम बिताया है सर के साथ, तो सर tomorrow you will.
No more, no dependencies on this kahani also, madam.
So sir, we learn from your experience, na? Be motivated.
पहले आप translate, madam, please.
तो कई चीजें सर की मुझे कोई विचार को पैदा करने के लिए होती थी, बहुत सी मस्ती वाली भी चीजें रहती थी. मेरी पास्ट लाइफ जब मुझे स्टारबिंग से आके 2013 में बताया था, तो मुझे वो सही लगा था, पर फिर भी मैंने पत्री सर से एक बार जाकर अपनी पूरी पास्ट लाइफ के बारे में बताया, और मुझे स्टारबिंग से मेरे फ्यूचर के बारे में क्या क्या कहा है वो भी मैंने बताया. मैंने उनसे कहा कि मैं महसूस तो कर रहा हूँ, पर मैं आपसे कंफर्म करना चाहता हूँ. तो उन्होंने कहा कि बिल्कुल सही है, पास्ट लाइफ में तुम वैसे ही थे जो बहुत ही एनलाइटेंड मास्टर्स थे प्रदीप सर पिछले जन्म में, बिल्कुल सही है, और तुम थे. फिर वो एक बार मलेशिया आए, तो वहां पे लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजर जो थे उन लोगों ने अच्छे से काम नहीं किया था. मैं अंदर से बहुत गुस्से में था. मैंने उनको बहुत डांटा, अपने ऑर्गेनाइजर को, और रूम में पत्री सर के पास गया और मैंने उनसे कहा कि यहाँ के आयोजक लोग बिल्कुल अच्छे से काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, क्या मैं अपने एग्जीक्यूटिव पावर को यूज करूं? क्योंकि उस समय मेरे पास स्पिरिचुअल ईगो था, क्योंकि उसी समय मुझे पास्ट लाइफ अगर मालूम चली थी. तो मैंने उनसे कहा क्या मैं इसको डिसमिस कर दूं, इस पूरी टीम को नई टीम बनाऊं? तो उन्होंने, पत्री सर ने कहा बिल्कुल सही, तुमको जो करना है करो और डिसमिस कर दो. पर कुछ ही सेकंड के बाद उन्होंने कहा कि ये जो तुम्हारा अभिमान है वो तुम्हें कोई मदद नहीं करेगा. तुम अपने पावर्स को यूज कर सकते हो, पर वो न किसी और को मदद करेंगे न तुम्हें मदद करेंगे. मैंने उनसे सीखा कंपैशन और पेशेंस. मैंने उनसे पूछा कि एक बार पति सर से पूछा कि हाँ, मैंने उनसे पूछा कि ऐसी जब क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन हो जाती है तो क्या मैं अपनी पास्ट लाइफ के बारे में उन लोग को बताऊं कि मैं कितना एक अच्छा महान व्यक्ति था? तो पत्री सर ने मुझे कहा कि कभी भी तुम अपनी पास्ट लाइफ के बारे में कभी भी मत बताना, क्योंकि इससे तुम्हारे ईगो को ट्रिगर होगा और न वो तुम्हारी बिल्कुल भी नहीं सुनेंगे और तुमको नुकसान होगा और तुम्हें भी इससे कोई मदद नहीं मिलेगी. मुझे उनकी बात जची. ठीक है, मैंने कभी अपनी पास्ट लाइफ के बारे में किसी को भी नहीं बताया. पर 2017-18 के महाचक्रम के समय में 30,000 लोगों के सामने उन्होंने मेरी पास्ट लाइफ को सब लोगों के सामने रिवील किया और कहा कि ये व्यक्ति थे और इसकी हैंडशेक करो, इनके पैर छुओ, इनसे ब्लेसिंग्स लो, ऐसे बोल के खुद स्टेज से बचकर निकल गए। मैं आश्चर्यचकित था कि थोड़े दिनों पहले ही तो उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि अपनी पास्ट लाइफ किसी को मत बताओ, और आज वो सब लोगों के सामने मुझे बताकर खुद चले गए हैं। उसके बाद मेरे पास लोगों का तांता लग गया, लोग मेरे पैर छूने लग गए, मुझे कहने लग गए कि आप एनलाइटेड मास्टर्स थे, आपकी बुक पढ़ के हम एनलाइटेड हुए हैं, और भी वगैरह वगैरह। एक बार तो पत्री मैडम ने मुझे कार में बैठा के सेफली अपने विला तक के पहुंचाया। मैं वहां पर बाहर निकलता ही नहीं था, क्योंकि जैसे ही मुझे लोग देखते तो मेरे पास आके मेरे पैरों को और मुझे हैंडशेक करने लग जाते थे। मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता था। और सेकेंड डे उन्होंने फिर मुझे, पत्री सर ने जो पहले दिन उन्होंने रिवील किया था इनकी पास्ट लाइफ, सेकेंड डे उन्होंने कहा कि क्रिस्टल के साथ सबको मेडिटेशन कराओ। तो मैंने उनसे पूछा कि आपने ऐसा क्यों किया, आपने खुद को अपने बचाने के लिए मेरी पास्ट लाइफ को रिवील करके मुझे छोड़ के चले गए। तो पत्री सर ने कहा कि कौन बोला था योगी बनने को, बने हो तो आप परिणाम भी भुगतो। तो वो ऐसे ऐसे रोल प्ले करते थे। वो एक मास महाराजा थे, गुरु के भेष में जरूर थे, पर उसके बाद से मैं कभी भी महाचक्रम में नहीं जाता हूँ, क्योंकि सभी लोग यहाँ पर गुरु के रूप में देखकर आपके पैरों पे गिरते हैं। सैल्यूट टू पत्री सर। ओशो भी कहते हैं कि मैं तुम्हारा एक फ्रेंड हूँ, पर लोग उनको अपना फ्रेंड मानने को तैयार ही नहीं है। सभी लोग उनको गुरु के रूप में ही देखना चाहते हैं, तो वो गुरु का रोल निभाते हैं। बुद्धा ने भी कहा था कि 2500 साल के बाद मैं मैत्रेय के रूप में आऊंगा। ये एक क्लैरिटी है कि 2500 साल के बाद मानवता में गुरु शिष्य का संबंध एक फ्रेंडशिप का रहेगा। अगर पत्री सर को एक दोस्त के रूप में हम बात करते हैं, उनसे शेयरिंग करते हैं, तो वो खुश होते हैं, और गुरु के रूप में वो नहीं पसंद करते कि लोग उनके पैरों पर गिरे। जब तक कि आप एक ट्रूथ सीकर नहीं है, आप उनको अपना दोस्त नहीं बना सकते, नहीं तो आप हमेशा उनके पैरों पे गिरते रहेंगे। ये लॉकडाउन के दौरान मैं 35,000 किलोमीटर तक के इंडिया में घूमा हूँ, और जहां जहां गया हूँ वहां पर मुझे हमेशा रियल मास्टर के रूप में सबसे कम लोग दिखे हैं। मैं एक सेंटर में गया जहां पे एक टीचर एक अपने सेंटर को बनाया था। उसने बहुत ही सुंदर काम किया था। जब मैंने उससे कहा कि तुमने बहुत अच्छा काम किया, इतना सुंदर सेंटर बना के इतने अच्छे काम कर रहे हो, तो उसने कहा कि ये सब पत्री सर की ब्लेसिंग्स हैं। तो मैंने उनको डांटा कि तुम बिल्कुल फालतू हो, मैं जा रहा हूं यहाँ से, तुम अपने आप को जो तुमने काम किया है उसको एक्नॉलेज क्यों नहीं करते, उसको स्वीकार क्यों नहीं करते हो, क्यों अपने जो भी काम करना है उसको दूसरों के लिए दूसरों को क्रेडिट दे देते हो। जो तुम्हारे एस्ट्रल मास्टर्स तुमको गाइडेंस के द्वारा तुम्हारा काम करा रहे हैं, वैसा अपने को स्वीकार करो। क्योंकि मैं ऐसे सब चीजों से बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हो जाता हूँ कि जब सर या किसी और को लोग उच्च आसन पर बैठा देते हैं। तो उस व्यक्ति ने मुझसे कहा कि आपने मेरी आंखें खोल दी। मैंने आधा घंटा उसके साथ बिताया था। उसने कहा कि अब मैं समझा कि पत्री सर ने आपको यहाँ पर क्यों भेजा है। वो मुझे इस अंधेरे से दूर करना चाहते थे। आपने बिल्कुल सत्य कहा है। अब मैं बहुत अच्छे से पत्री सर की जो टीचिंग है कि इंडिपेंडेंट बनना है और अपने को रियल मास्टर समझना है, सेल्फ मास्टरी में ही अब अपनी मेहनत लगाऊंगा। ऐसे ही लॉकडाउन के दौरान एक महिला ध्यान चक्रम में उनके काफी फॉलोवर के पूरा एक ग्रुप बैठा हुआ था, जिसमें बहुत सारे सीनियर मास्टर और ट्रस्टी थे। मुझे सर ने बुलाया। मुझे न बुला ले, इसलिए मैं स्टेज से दूर जाकर कार में जाके छुप के बैठ गया ताकि वो मुझे ना बुलाए, क्योंकि अक्सर मुझे वो बुला देते थे स्टेज में और मैं छुप गया। पर वो मुझे इशारे से बुलाए कि तुम इधर आओ, मैंने तुमको देख लिया है। और मैं उनके पास गया। उन्होंने मुझे माइक दिया और कहा कि बताऊं कि मैं कौन कौन सी कंट्रीज गया और क्या क्या काम कर रहा हूँ। उन्होंने मुझे शेयरिंग करने के लिए कहा। मैंने सब लोगों के सामने कहा कि मैं मास्टर बनना चाहता हूँ। मैं एक फॉलोवर के रूप में नहीं बनूंगा, और इस जन्म में मैं अपने ऊपर इतनी मेहनत करूंगा कि एटलीस्ट कम से कम एक पत्री सर के बराबर मैं बन सकूं। तो पत्री सर ने बहुत ही हंसी मजाक में कहा कि क्यों मेरे धंधे में एक प्रतियोगी के रूप में आ रहे हो। एक आदमी ने मुझे घूर कर देखा और कहा कि आप जो ये चीजें बोल रहे हैं वो सब उनके सामने बोल रहे हैं जो उनके बहुत ही प्रिय शिष्य हैं या अंधभक्त हैं, हार्डकोर ग्रुप है उनके फॉलोअर के, पर मैं उनके सामने ही बोल रहा था। मुझे खुद भी आश्चर्य लग रहा था, पर 8-9-10 लोग उस बोलने के बाद मेरे पास आए और उन्होंने मुझे गले लगाया और उन्होंने कहा कि हम 20 साल से पत्री सर के साथ हैं और हमेशा हम उनको गुरु के रूप में देखते थे और अपने को शिष्य के रूप में देखते थे। आपने जो हमें ये शिक्षा दी है उसके द्वारा हम अपने आप की खुद के ऊपर सेल्फ मास्टरी करेंगे और उनको एक दोस्त के रूप में बोलेंगे। शायद इसीलिए पत्री सर मुझे उस स्टेज में बुलाकर उनको सत्य बताना चाहते थे जो मैंने उनको बताया था। बहुत आसान है दूसरों के ऊपर निर्भर हो जाना। हम गुरु के पास बहुत जल्दी सरेंडर हो जाते हैं और उनके पैरों पे गिर जाते हैं, पर ये हमारी इच्छा शक्ति है, हमारा अंतर ज्ञान है कि जो हमें काम करने के लिए प्रेरित करता है। तो रिस्क लो, एक्चुअली इसको रिस्क नहीं कहना चाहिए, एक जरूरत की कदम कहना चाहिए। जो पत्री सर ने कहा है कि हर एक को मास्टर बनना है, तो हम सभी को मास्टर बनना है, उनको फॉलो नहीं करना है, उनकी टीचिंग्स को फॉलो करना है। कुछ फनी मोमेंट्स मैं बताना चाहता हूँ। मैं हमेशा देखता था कि वो टीवी को देखते हैं और क्रिकेट को देखते हैं और मुझे लगता था कि इतने फालतू क्रिकेट गेम को वो क्यों देखते हैं, क्यों फालतू की न्यूज सुनते हैं। मुझे अंदर में लगता था कि वो शायद इंडिया में जो लोग उनके ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा बात करती हैं, उनको इरिटेट करते हैं, उनसे बचने के लिए वो टीवी को देखने का बहाना कर लेते हैं। क्योंकि मुझे टीवी और क्रिकेट वगैरह बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है, नहीं न्यूज पसंद है। तो एक बार जब वो बाली आए तो मैंने बहुत ही अच्छे रिसोर्ट में उनका रहने का बंदोबस्त किया ताकि वो बिल्कुल आराम से रहें, नेचर के पास रहें। उस पूरे रिसोर्ट में 20 लोग भी थे और वो पत्री सर वहां पे हॉलिडे मना रहे थे। जब उनको मैं एयरपोर्ट छोड़ने गया तो उन्होंने कहा कि तुमने मेरे साथ बदला लिया है। मैंने कहा क्या? उन्होंने कहा कि 7 दिन जो तुमने मुझे यहाँ पर रखा, टीवी के बगैर रखा। मुझे आश्चर्य लगा कि वाकई क्या उनको टीवी पसंद है। 6 महीने के बाद वो फिर वापस जब आए तो मैंने उनके लिए टीवी लगा दिया और मुझे लगा कि वो खुश होंगे। 2-3 दिन के बाद मैंने उनसे पूछा कि आपको टीवी मिल गई है, आप खुश हैं? तब भी सर नाराज हुए, बोले अरे बाबा इसमें क्रिकेट, आईपीएल और इंटरनेशनल न्यूज कुछ भी नहीं थे। तो मैंने सर से पूछा क्या वाकई आपको क्रिकेट चाहिए, आपको क्रिकेट पसंद है? मैं तो सोचता था कि आप अपने आप को बचाने के लिए, लोगों से बचाने के लिए टीवी देखने का बहाना करते हैं। तो वो सर ने हंस के कहा कि बिल्कुल मुझे क्रिकेट बहुत पसंद है। वो बिल्कुल बच्चों के समान थे। हम फालतू में सोचते हैं कि सर एक साधारण व्यक्ति नहीं है, वो बिल्कुल एक एनलाइटेंड मास्टर्स हैं जो हर चीज को एंजॉय करते हो, चाहे वो न्यूज हो, चाहे क्रिकेट हो, चाहे मूवीज हो। तो एक दिन मैंने पूछा कि आप तो इतना टीवी, क्रिकेट और न्यूज वगैरह देखते हैं, तो मुझे क्यों नहीं पसंद है, मैं क्यों नहीं देखता हूँ? तो पत्री सर ने कहा कि तुम्हारे पास अगर 50 रुपए है तो आप उसको संभल के खर्च करोगे, पर जिसके पास 50 करोड़ रुपए हैं वो बेफिक्रे होके खर्च करेगा। तो अरे बाबा तुम्हारे पास लेस एनर्जी है इसीलिए तुम कंजर्व करते हो, मेरे पास बहुत एनर्जी है इसलिए मैं क्रिकेट और मूवीज देखकर उसको खर्च करता हूँ। थैंक यू सर।
So I can go on and on because my journey with him is a lot of experiences I can share. But I want to conclude in this note. Next time, whenever we meet online, I will share some of other stories. But it is whatever might be, it is important that we realize that we have got a gem of a person in this lifetime as our guide, as our friend, as our guide, as our teacher. We really got a gem of a person. I would say if you can able to follow his 18 guiding principles and the core, the very essence of the teachings is Apodipova. Be a master. Don't be dependent on anything. I was also in an illusion when the star beings came in the light language, us chakkar mein fasa tha thoda din mein, maybe. Light language mein, angels mein, other dimensions beings mein. I have to tell this incident. Maybe with this incident I will conclude. One day I went to him. This was, it was I think in the year 2014 after the crystal came. Because at the time I was fully engrossed. I was doing many activities around the world, and there were many, many famous channelers who are my friends. So I went and told Patri sir, I said, sir, there are new technologies in spirituality like channeling or angels or healing. There are new technologies. If you use these words, more people will come and follow you. So why you just stick on with Ana-Pana-Sati? With Ana-Pana-Sati, only few people are coming. So why don't we use new tools in spirituality so that more people will come into vegetarian path? More people will come and join. So then sir said, he looked at me and he said, you remember, until I live on the planet Earth, I will speak only Ana-Pana-Sati. I will not speak anything else. It was like he spoke so strongly. And then I was like taken shock, because my suggestion was to make sure more people come into spiritual path and more people become vegetarian. More. Then the way he said was very strong, very strong. He said, I will never ever speak anything else. The way he spoke, it suddenly felt like everything else is false except Ana-Pana-Sati. But it took some time. It took 1 year for me to really, in that 1 year, I asked this question, and then it took another 1 year for me to completely understand the Maya of this channeling, the Maya of guidance, guided meditation, angels, healing, shortcuts, sub-shortcuts. These shortcuts are okay for spiritual seeker, but these shortcuts are not okay for truth seeker. So there is a farak here, there is a lot of difference. You can call yourself spiritual using these so-called techniques of channeling, angels, guidance, healing the Mother Earth, love, compassion, radiated. You can call yourself spiritual. You can become vegetarian and you can call yourself spiritual. But if you want to be a truth seeker, then you should go beyond all those things, because these are all doesn't help in your enlightenment. Because truth is inside you. The kingdom of God is inside you. And nobody can help anybody. Only you have to help yourself. No angel will help you. No star beings will help you. Only you have to help yourself. That is the highest truth. So it was a very great learning for me. But I quickly came out of that illusion. There was once, myself and Patri sir, again we were traveling in Bali, because he came few times. So we were again traveling in Bali in the car. There was some incident which happened to me in Ladakh. I was in Ladakh then. Some negative forces attacked me, and I was reluctant, because in all my journey, I always felt that I should not ask any help from outside others. I should never ask any help. I should always handle my own problems myself. So there was a time that I was leaving my body because there was some energy attack and I know I'm going to leave my body. So that time I just made a sacred prayer. Just a fraction of a second, I made a sacred prayer that I surrender whatever is the divine will, I surrender to the divine will. But I know I have work to do on the planet Earth. I surrender to the divine will. Like that, I just made a prayer. And after that, I don't remember anything. So for almost 4 hours, I was not in the body. I vacated the body. Then I came back into the body after 4 hours. But at that time, when I was making a prayer, suddenly I remembered Babaji, Mahavatar Babaji. I remembered Mahavatar Babaji, and also I remembered Patriji, because the breath is going to go off. So I remembered those two people, and I just forgot. Then I was feeling little bad that all this life I never asked anybody to come and help me. Why did I ask Babaji? Why did I ask Patriji to help me? Even if breath was going away, I could have left the breath. Why did I ask their help? So like that, thoda man mein chanchalta question was there. So I asked Patri sir, when we were going around, sir, I'm feeling little bad that I never ask help for anybody, but I asked the help of Babaji. That moment when I'm leaving my breath, I asked the help of Babaji, and even I asked you to help. So I was feeling little bad. मैंने थोड़ा गलती किया ना. As a teacher, as a true seeker of truth, I shouldn't have done it right. Like that I asked. Then Patri sir told me, you have done the right thing. He said, you remember, Pradeep, you remember this point. Once in the path of becoming a teacher, they become independent. They become their own master. In that stage, to be humble after you become the master, you don't want to receive any help. But even then, you ask for help is the real lesson the senior teachers will learn. So then I asked, okay, so did I do the right thing? Then he said, you should try your best. Till the last minute, you should try the best. And beyond your best, you have to always surrender. You always do your best. And beyond that, you should always surrender to the higher masters. Then he said, you see, you like to go and teach meditation. You like to help a lot of students. Similarly, there are many higher masters who want to help. But if you don't ask their help, how will they come? So you should, as a master, you should not depend on anybody. But when there is emergency, you tried your best, and there is emergency, you should be very humble. You should be very humble, and you should drop your ego and ask for help. Then all the higher masters will come and help you in your emergency. So this is also a lesson you need to learn, to be humble in your spiritual growth. So on this note, I thank everybody for this opportunity. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. बहुत अच्छा लगा सर. बहुत प्यारी मेमोरीज हैं आपकी.
Thank you. I need to go. I have another session in 4 or 5 minutes. I have another session. I need to go. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. फ्रेंड्स, सर ने कंक्लूड किया है कि हम याद करें अपने पत्री सर को एक गाइड के रूप में, एक फ्रेंड के रूप में, एक टीचर के रूप में, और जो उन्होंने 18 प्रिंसिपल्स दिए हैं उसको फॉलो करने की हम पूरी कोशिश करें. और हमारा जो केंद्र टीचिंग है वो है आपको दीपो भवा. मैं भी एक समय भ्रम में, इल्यूजन्स में फंस गया था जब मेरे पास स्टार बीइंग्स आते थे और मैं लाइट चैनल, लाइट लैंग्वेज और चैनलिंग फ्रेंड्स वालों से मिलता जुलता था. तो एक दिन क्रिस्टल मिलने के बाद की ये घटना है, जब मैं सब लोगों से मिलता था, एंजल्स और चैनलिंग वगैरह से. तो एक दिन मैं क्रिस्टल मिलने के बाद की घटना है कि एक दिन मैं पत्री सर के पास गया. मैंने कहा कि आप ये जो नई टेक्नोलॉजी है, चैनलिंग, लाइट लैंग्वेज, ये सब आप अपने PSSM में क्यों नहीं इंक्लूड कर दे रहे हो? ये नए टूल्स के द्वारा और आप लोगों से जुड़ेंगे. क्यों आप सिर्फ एक आनापानसती मेडिटेशन को ही प्रमोट करते हो? तो पत्री सर ने मेरी तरफ देखा और उन्होंने कहा कि जब तक के इस पृथ्वी पर मेरा समय है तब तक के मैं सिर्फ आनापानसती मेडिटेशन को ही को प्रमोट करूंगा. मैंने सोचा कि मेरा सुझाव तो सर सही था, फिर सर इतने कड़क क्यों हैं, क्यों नहीं इस चीज को समझ पा रहे हैं? पर 1 साल के अंदर ही मैं समझ गया कि ये टोटल जो भी चीजें हैं वो कंप्लीट माया है. ये चैनलिंग, ये हीलिंग, एंजल्स, ये सब शॉर्टकट मेथड है। स्पिरिचुअल सीकर के लिए अलग है और ट्रूथ सीकर के लिए अलग चीज होती है। आप स्पिरिचुअल अपने आप को कह सकते हो जब आप एक हीलिंग करते हो और वेजिटेरियनिज्म को फॉलो करते हो, चैनलिंग करते हो, इनके द्वारा आप कर सकते हो। पर ट्रूथ सीकर अगर आप हैं तो आपको ये कुछ भी काम नहीं आएगा। आपकी एनलाइटमेंट में सिर्फ आप स्वयं ही अपने लिए काम आएंगे। यही हाईएस्ट ट्रूथ है कि कोई भी आपकी मदद नहीं करेगा। तो 1 साल के अंदर ही मैं इस भ्रम से बाहर आ गया और मैं समझ गया कि ये सब चीजें शॉर्टकट है। एक बार और मेरे साथ घटना हुई थी कि मैं लद्दाख में, मेरे ऊपर एक नेगेटिव अटैक हुआ था जिसके कारण मैं मरणासन की अवस्था में पहुंच गया था। मैं बिल्कुल आखिरी की अपने सांसों को गिन रहा था और आंखें बंद करते हुए मैंने एक पवित्र प्रार्थना की। मैंने अपने आप को सरेंडर किया डिवाइन के हाथों और मैंने पत्री सर को और बाबा जी से हेल्प मांगी और मैं उस समय आंखें बंद कर लिया। 4 घंटे तक के मैं अपने शरीर में नहीं था। 4 घंटे के बाद मैं शरीर में आया और पर मुझे हमेशा लगता था कि मैं एक मास्टर हूँ, मैं एक ट्रूथ सीकर हूँ, तो मैं क्यों किसी से हेल्प मांगू, क्यों मैंने अपने सीनियर मास्टर लोगों से हेल्प मांगी। तो जब पत्री सर बाली आए थे तो मैंने उनसे पूछा कि लद्दाख में मेरे साथ ऐसे ऐसे घटना हुई थी और मैंने आपसे और बाबा जी से हेल्प मांगी थी, तो क्या मैंने गलत किया था। तो सर ने कहा बिल्कुल सही किए थे। जैसे हम यहाँ पर जूनियर और सीनियर टीचर होते हैं वैसे ही हमारे सीनियर मास्टर्स भी होते हैं, अर्थात हायर मास्टर्स भी होते हैं। तुमने अपना सर्वोत्तम किया, हर चीज सर्वश्रेष्ठ किया, पर जब इमरजेंसी हो तो आप एक हम्बल होकर, एक विनम्र होकर आप अपने हायर मास्टर से अपने लिए मदद मांग सकते हो और तुमने किया, तो इसमें कुछ भी गलत नहीं था। ये आपकी टीचिंग है कि इमरजेंसी के दौरान हम अपने ईगो को एक तरफ रखकर अपने हायर मास्टर से उनकी मदद के लिए मांगे, पर तभी जब आप अपना सर्वश्रेष्ठ कर चुके हों और इमरजेंसी हो। तो ये भी मैंने सीखा सर से। बहुत सी चीजें हैं जो सर बताए हैं प्रदीप सर ने। चूंकि मैं उनकी बुक लिख रही हूँ तो मैं इससे भी कहीं ज्यादा जानती हूँ, क्योंकि इनके कई इंसिडेंट, कई इवेंट्स में पत्री सर की जिक्र है। संभव तो नहीं है कि एक सेशन में वो बता पाते, पर फिर भी उन्होंने जो भी बताया हम सभी को बहुत अच्छी लगी। तो फ्रेंड्स, आज मेरी तबीयत भी ठीक नहीं है। पता नहीं मैंने ठीक से ट्रांसलेट किया कि नहीं किया, मुझे नहीं मालूम, क्योंकि मैं लिख भी नहीं पा रही थी आज। तो थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स। आप लोग जो इंग्लिश समझ पा रहे होंगे वो अच्छे से समझे होंगे। मैं जानती हूँ कि मैंने जस्टिफाई नहीं किया क्योंकि मैं बहुत सी चीजें मिस कर रही थी और मैं नहीं लिख पा रही थी। तो जो भी है, कभी प्रदीप सर की बुक के ही कुछ अंश मैं आप लोग के सामने जरूर शेयर करूंगी जो मुझे बहुत प्यारे लगे हैं प्रदीप सर के। पर आज के लिए